This week in Spiral Nights, it happened. It finally happened. We had all of the events. They hit the mall. There was 3 events. They hit 3 towers. It was crazy. I think 3 events. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's right. We had anniversary event. They did release that. They did put out Equinox boxes. Yeah, it's not really 3 events, but kind of. 2 boxes. So they put out Equinox boxes and then the Clockwork boxes. Also, they finally updated the homepage. A little bit weird because they wrapped up the anniversary event and the Clockwork boxes in one, which is a little bit interesting. There is a reason for that, and the reason is that this year we have a new farming item for the anniversary event, which I've talked about in the past. Like, I love that they're adding stuff for the farming events. But this thing is so cool. The Clockwork's Clock Blocker. Great name, funny name. And the time actually matches your computer time. So it will reflect, like, the hands on the clock are actually showing the actual time, which is insane. There's a very nice detail, like very, very cool. And then obviously these comes in other colors in the boxes, but you can farm one for yourself. I think that's sick. I think this is the first farmable shield, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I am mistaken because Torto shields exist. But I think there's not many shields. There's not many farming shields that you can get yourself. So that's very cool. Heading over back across, so you can see they put out those announcements. So we have the Clockwork prize boxes. I don't know if there's a good summary page. I like it when, see, like, there's this one, but this doesn't really give you a good idea of what the items include. But we do have like a Spotlight Aura, Gear Eyes, Clockwork's armor. The armor is amazing. I'm just gonna see if maybe it comes up in this. Yes! This is what I wanted. Images! I can show you guys. Okay, Spotlight Aura. I actually think the Spotlight Aura is cool. People don't like it, but I like it. Call me crazy. I think that's pretty cool. I like this. I think you could make some fun armors with that. There's Gear Eyes. There's the shields of all those different colors. There's even Prismatic Shield, which is kind of nice. We have backlights. I haven't seen this. Wait, that's sick. That's a 50% odd chance to get those. That's sick. It's like wings, but it's lights. Wait, that's fucking epic. Oh my god, I haven't even looked at this. We got a Clockwork Spike. This box is amazing, by the way. This is why I dropped 28 boxes. Because this is just so cool. I might even do more. We'll see. If I don't get like some good items. Clockwork's ear gears. Look at those. Okay, I don't love those. The Gearhawk. Kind of fun, kind of funky. Gear braces. A little, you know what? Some of these are a little bit interesting, to be fair, but they're not too bad. Over like a little top halo thing. I don't know. It's all looking schwanky. The armor, this armor looks sick, and it's got a little like light feature on the hands. I think this armor is really, really nice. I think it's just, this is like such a no nonsense box. It's like Spiral Nights, and we're releasing a Spiral Nights themed box for Spiral Nights. Like, how could you go wrong? Like, it's amazing. I actually love the deconstruction rig. I think this might be my favorite armor out of the box. I think I might prefer it over this, oddly enough. There's something like very chunky about it. You know me, I love my chunky outfits. Looks so cool. Like, I definitely want this Shadow Deconstruction. That looks sick. These helms I'm not a big fan of, but they're pretty cool as well. I just feel like they're a bit weird. These are super chunky. Don't love that. And these are strange. You know, there's some things in there, but for the most part, very cool box. I'm super excited to open up some of those myself and get some. And I love again that you can farm it in the game for a shield for yourself. So that's in line with the anniversary event. Obviously, we have like the normal anniversary event stuff going on, and you can get the normal stuff from that. We had the Equinox. That's, I think, it is still live right now, but it's going to leave us very soon, or maybe it just has, because it's ending April 9th. The anniversary event ends April 13th. The Clockwork boxes end April 22nd. So we've got a little bit of time to get those if you've mixed them. I don't know if I spoke about these in the last week in Spiral Nights, but they also did a bug release, a patch notes. Just the color of the spotlights, made all the previous gear halos rotate. Just a few small things. And I wanted to point out that Clotho has been pretty active in the general discussion forums, just responding to people in the forums here. So it's nice to see there's a bit more activity again. We also had this comic art event with the final results, and Clotho, gave a nice little message there to the community. So it's kind of cool because sometimes, we've definitely had dry spells where the admins have not been responding. So it's nice to see that they're back in. Maybe it's because it's around the anniversary time, but nice to see them there. Going over the Discords, we have just the game announcements, I think, some events. It's mostly all the things that we've already talked about. I think there was something to Night Launcher. No, there wasn't. No Night Launcher updates. That's okay. Cosmos Backpack, there have been special listings. They heard us and they were like, okay, fine, we'll give you some special listings. We have this Clockworks gear halo, which I think is quite nice. For a reasonable price. It's a bit expensive, but then also this wrench is pretty decent price, maybe? I don't know. For a divine wrench, maybe it's okay. We had the Sprinkle Aura. They had featured auctions, so we had a ton of those. We had the Frozen Great Cleaver, Snipe Perch, Headlamp, Mixmaster, the usual stuff. Going through, we had a Dragon Pod again. It's going to be interesting with the Dragon Pod prices because we do have a sponsored speedrun event with the Dragon Pod as well. So maybe that might actually start dropping in price. We'll see. They listed bent vertical vents on the supply depot, some more drops, polar leafy auras. Yeah, they've been posting some stuff. We had a very long dry spell, but it looks like they're back at it. So a couple more announcements and things there. So it's good to see. That's pretty much it on that front. I didn't even open up the Reddit for Spiral Knights, so let's go over that way. There's a nice little Spanish post. I don't know what that's about. What would you say is a good animation program? I think people just use like Blender from what I know. Blender 100%, yeah. Anything that we want to read over new to Spiral Knights? Maybe not. People still having issues with this Java virtual machine launcher. Spark of Kill posted a good video on how to fix that. There was a question about what's better, sword, reforge attack speed, or charge speed up. Generally, I'd say charge time reduction. I like it. Is it for development to resume for Spiral Knights? They kind of did resume development. People being happy about the Australian servers. I'll give that an upvote because, Aussies represent. Orbit gun. We haven't seen... there was that guy with the Equinox gun, the Orbit gun. That they were trying to farm for it. I haven't seen their post for a hot minute. I wonder where they're at on their progress. But someone posting the lowest possible radiant amount, and they got... how many? 6 radiant crystals from the Dreams and Nightmares. That is pretty sad. Buying energy versus prize boxes for crowns. I'm in need of crowns for farming Vanna, but tiring after a while. You can do the buy low, sell high crowns thing. It's not the most amazing. No one ever finishes that grind, we told him. I mean, yeah, it's an insane grind. It's kind of crazy. Guys, we can make it. What about finding a team of old player dev? From what I understand, the people who are working on the game right now, it is like 5 out of 6 of the old team who are working on Spiral Knights. So it pretty much is everyone that was back on it. They're all working there now. We had someone doing a poll on how old people are, and it looks like the most common age group is 20 to 25. Remember, I looked at this last week, and it was mostly like they had 30 plus was the most common, but now it's kind of spread out. Looks like now the most common is 20 to 25, which is exactly the age band that I said would be the most common. So I was kind of spot on. And that's everything on the Reddit. And that's everything for this week in Spiral Knights. It's nice. We definitely got the events. I did call it last week. I am, if you can tell with the background, I am not at my normal setup, which is why, yeah, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do this Twisk this week, but, managed to fit it in. Just doing a little short stream and getting Twisk out for the folks. But, yeah, thanks for watching this week in Spiral Knights. Drop a subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in next week's This Week in Spiral Knights. We'll see if they've released anything new. I don't think they really will do too much because they've just dropped a bunch, but we'll see. I'll see you guys then.